everyone, it's Kenzy Knoxx and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be painting Joni Young's How to Paint a Secret Garden acrylic tutorial, so I hope you enjoy. Hi everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be painting Joni Young's How to Paint a Secret Garden. If you don't know Joni Young, she's a fantastic acrylic artist and teacher, and you should highly seek her out on Facebook or YouTube or any other platform out there. I believe she's on Patreon now too. She's a fantastic artist, just amazing, brilliant, amazing. And she also teaches, so you can learn how to paint with her. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner like me, or intermediate, or advanced. They're just fun, creative paintings, and she's super amazing. So to begin her palette, I'm going to put down on my palette some white. If you have titanium white, that's fine too. I'm also going to put down some cobalt hue. And if you mix this with white, it becomes this ultramarine, or this light violet blue color that she uses a lot. And then she also has on her palette this aqua green color. So I'm going to put that on my palette. And then she also has, let's see, I know she uses hunter green. I don't have hunter green, so I'm going to use this color called campground green, and it's a really deep green color. You don't have to put these colors down on your palette right away. You can add them as we go, or you can spray them down with the water spray thing to keep them moist. That way they don't dry out on you. Let's see. She also uses a neon yellow. Cool. It looks maybe warm, cool. I'm not really sure, but I see neon yellow. I'm going to listen for her colors. So, let's see.
Sap green, neon yellow, titanium white, neon orange, pink, and purple.
Okay, so neon orange, which I have neon orange. And then some neon pink, which I have this neon pink. And then she uses this purple that's like a magenta-y purple. It's not like a violet purple, it's like a red purple, but I don't have that color. I wish I did. It's the one color I can't really describe. It's like a combo. Maybe I'll just combo these two colors, like a magenta and a purple together. It's the best way I can describe it. I'm just going to put these down and see what happens with the painting. These are more like thick bodied paints, actually. These are great. I got these at the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. Their paints aren't that bad. Okay, so let's continue. She's going to dip into... This painting goes quite fast, so I'm actually going to slow it down. Since this video goes a bit fast, I'm slowing down the speed of the painting to 0.75. That way I can follow along better. Okay, so she starts out with a large flat brush. I'm going to go in with my number 12 angular brush, this brush here. And we're just going to dip. I'm going to get mine wet a little bit because my canvas is dry. And I'm going to tap off the drips on a towel. And then we're going to go ahead and start covering our entire canvas with this aqua green color. So we're just covering the entire canvas. You can also spritz your canvas a little bit too. Sometimes this waters out the paint, so just be careful with the water if you're going to spritz it on there. So continue on with your aqua green color until you're done painting your entire canvas, and this shouldn't take too long. We just need one coat of paint for this painting. If you'd like 2 coats of paint, you can go ahead with 2 coats too. I love this painting. This painting is so beautiful, and I've been very excited to paint it. Okay, I'm just evening it out a little bit so that the whole background is covered evenly. Okay, so now we can go ahead and wash out your brushes once everything is covered. Okay, so starting out with some sun rays, she's dipping into her white and her neon yellow. And so I'm just going to take my same brush that I cleaned out. I'm just going to grab some neon yellow on there and some white. Basically like neon yellow on one side, white on the other. I don't know if this is right or wrong, But we're just going to come over from this angle and basically, looks like a quarter of the way over the canvas, and just start drawing in some white and yellow lines here. Don't forget your white. Mine's not really showing up, and I don't know if that's just because I have thick body paint.
Is Phthalo Blue. And we're going to start tapping that and
Just going
painting
to grab some
around
neon
the
yellow.
sides and all the edges.
Okay, so now we're grabbing Phthalo Blue, so you can rinse out your brush.
Softly blend my
Oh, I didn't grab
brush.
Phthalo Blue. I'm sorry, guys. I need to grab Phthalo Blue. So grab your Phthalo Blue. And this is like a turquoisey, so it's got like yellow hints in it. So it's a really beautiful color if you haven't worked with Phthalo Blue before. Okay, so grabbing that same brush, rinsing that out. I just like to wash out my brushes a lot. So she's just grabbing some Phthalo Blue.
Painting around the sides and all the edges.
Alright, around the sides.
We're going to softly blend it into the turquoise
The edges.
using a dry mop brush.
Okay, so I'm just still going around the sides and the edges. And your brush I'm working with thick body paint, so I need to add a little water in my paint to actually get it to flow. I'm just doing little circles right here and there and around. And I don't think we go down on the bottom. I think it's just the sides here. We want to just bring our eyes to the center of the canvas, I think. It's the point of this. Okay, and then go ahead, and once you're done that, you can grab a little blending brush that you have. I'm just going to use this little guy here and soften out the edges. You have a little airbrush, and you shouldn't have to push hard. I think my paint's already set. It's a little dry in here, so it's going to suck up all that water real quick. Look at that. I've never had paint dry so quickly. That's crazy. That's quite a forearm workout, jeepers. Okay, I'm just going to blend it all in real nice, or try to. If it doesn't, that's okay too. I might even pick up some color on my brush and bring that in too. I really want it to darken up the edges a little more. This is really not working like I intended it to. I'll grab a little more blue in my brush.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is create some drips.
She looks like she
or some
takes it
trees
in
the distance.
somewhere this way.
Taking phthalo blue and a lot of water on our brush. We're going to squeeze and press the brush on the top
Okay,
of the
so
canvas.
I'm going to rinse out that brush.
Drip and pour down.
This is one of her methods she does, where she does this drip method, and if I were in my own studio, I would do this, but since I'm not and I don't have plastic around me to catch the drips in case it makes a mess, I can't really do this, so I'm going to actually draw down the tree lines with the phthalo blue, and so I'm just cleaning out my little mop brush right now. And I'm going to set that aside to dry, lay it on its side. So I'm going to grab a little flat brush, like this one here, like a 1/2 inch, because she does these drip things that I'm just not comfortable. I can't do them in here. So let's see. I'm just going to try to mimic these as best as possible. I'm going to get my brush wet, tap off the drips, grab some phthalo blue, and so with this angular brush, it should be fairly easy to just draw down some lines. And so she has some lines going over on this side, like around a quarter of the canvas, like the quarter of the length. And then she just has a couple here. And they don't have to be perfect, so don't worry about them being perfect. Okay. Just like 4 little trees.
And let's put one
And then
over
she
here.
starts one around a third of the way in. That goes down, and then she wipes it away.
Back and forth across the bottom.
So then she pulls across the bottom. My paint is just not flowing, so I'm going to take my large number 12 angular brush. Get it a little wet, tap off the drips. I'm just going to pull that paint. I'm going to dip it into Phthalo Blue a little bit. You know, it's been a while since I painted, so I apologize if this doesn't come out as well as expected. I should have a reference photo, but I don't have one. And clean up that brush real quick.
So let's take yellow and white.
Set that aside. And before we jump into the yellow and white, I'm going to take that 1/2-inch angular brush, dip it back into that Phthalo Blue, and we're going to fix up some of these lines. So these ones, these two are going to go all the way down. This one is going to stop a little short, and then this one's going to come down just a little farther, like that, and then that should be good. Okay, so now we're going to take, I'm not sure what brush I used. I'm just going to continue with this brush since I have it in my hands. But before I do that, I've noticed that my painting, the colors, the yellow isn't really showing, so I'm going to do some yellow streaks real quick with my size 12 flat brush. Just grab some neon yellow. If yours came out fine, then don't worry about this, but I'm just going to add some more yellow into my color here. Just like that. And even a little bit of white. My white doesn't seem to show too much, and I really kind of wanted this to be bright. So just that yellow and white. And I don't know if we need to do this or if it's not needed, but I just wanted to get that in there real quick. Okay, then rinse out your brush. Tap off the drips, dry it off, and set that aside. Okay, so now to the stairs. So I'm grabbing that 1/2-inch angular brush, getting that a little damp, grabbing some of that white. And her stairs start a little bit under the horizon, or I call the horizon the halfway point. So, and basically around the center. So that's where I'm going to start my stairs.
We'll start placing
And
our
then
staircase.
she just starts going across her staircase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like she has like 6 or so stairs. They get wider as they come down. Just keep that in mind. And they get thicker too. So I think they're just in general just getting wider and wider, or longer and longer too. So let's see. Eventually they're coming out to here. Probably to here. And don't worry about acrylics, they're very forgiving, so if you mess up, don't worry about it. Okay, and then she's going back over them and re-highlighting. So, yep, they get wider as they come down. And then she just kind of, oh, my paint's wet, so it's coming off, so I can't do that part right now. So, just gonna widen these up. My paint is not going on my canvas very smoothly, so I'm gonna wet my brush a little more, pick up some paint again, try that again.
We're going to go right down to the bottom of the canvas.
Okay, so I'm gonna rinse off my brush. We're gonna grab that campground green, and I'm assuming the Phthalo Blue is the color we're mixing it with. And she's going under the stairs, so under the stairs. We're going to create this dark color. I don't know why my paints are so dry, or my canvas is just not taking on my paints. Maybe I should have primed my canvas. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm a beginner, so I'm not positive of all these tips and tricks. And when you haven't painted for a while like me, sometimes it's a little difficult to get back into the groove of things, but you know what? Painting is something I love to do, and it really just calms me and soothes me, so it is what it is.
This will make us feel like we can walk right into the painting.
And then she brings this last one all the way over. So we're going to have to put some white up there, I think. Or maybe not, I'm not sure yet. So again, that's Phthalo Blue and that Campground Green, and that's going to go all on the bottom. Why is my paint not spreading?
Okay. Keep applying highlights to these stairs. As the paint dries a little bit more, I'll be able to
Oh, she goes end to end, so I'll take that all the way to the end.
Use a variety of pastel colors on my palette. So
Oh, this one even goes
I'll add a little bit of white too for those highlights.
to the end.
Now taking my
This
large
one does.
brush and tapping directly into that sap green. Got quite a bit on my brush to work with. And I'll begin tapping all the foliage that's going to be hanging down on the top of the canvas.
Okay, so I'm going to rinse out the brush. So go ahead and rinse out your brush. And then we're going to put that aside to dry. And now we're going to grab a little mop brush. I'm going to use this little angular one. This one's been my friend for a while. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So I'm just going to tap the tips of my brush into the sap green or your campground green, and we're just going to go along the top. And we're just tapping. Tap into my green. Oh, and don't forget to spritz your paint if the paint's drying out a little bit. Don't forget about the corners. Okay, I need more campground green. Okay, and I'm going to dip into that. And she's got some coming over this way. And some coming in. And over. And then down over here. And then she's got a little bush over here. Okay, so she does this so easily. Okay, so she's got what it looks like bushes over here that come around almost like this. And then down onto this staircase here on the top stair. Oops. Okay, and then we're going to start over here on top of the stair, bring it in,
flowers after,
and then bring this up.
So the sap green is going to be our base color for top of that turquoise and phthalo, and then
we're just going to bring it up a little bit. I went too far up, but that's okay.
Take some phthalo blue.
I'm going to bring it over onto towards the stairs. I'm picking up white paint, that's not good. Okay, so I'm going to rinse out my brush. That's about as far as this brush will take me. So make sure you wash it out real well, squeeze out the water, and then you can dry it off and set it aside. Okay, so somewhere along the line she added some violet here, so we're just going to tap into our violet purple. That's that purpley color right here. And we're just going to do a little stroke of purple in here. And then we're going to wash out our brush. I'm just doing this with a number 8 flat brush. And I'm going to rinse it out, tap off the drips, clean off my brush, make sure it's clean, and then she grabs into her Phthalo Blue with that same flat brush. And we're going to add it to the stairs, I believe. And if you're pulling off paint like I am, most likely your paint is not dry or your brush is too dry. And you can usually add water to it, but in this case I don't think that's going to help. But that's okay. We can always go back.
using later on in the video will
And
be
I think okay, so I'm going to take that green and blue color and extend that over this way. And this one too.
Now I'm going to take my medium-sized filbert brush and I'm going to pick up more of that sap green. And I want to make it look like there's vines and moss hanging down. So I'm turning my brush sideways, tapping and pulling and flicking lightly.
Okay, so she's adding black to her palette, so we might as well go ahead and add some black. I'm going to use jet black. Oh, sorry, this is actually just black. I thought I had jet black.
Now I'm going to take my medium-sized filbert brush and I'm going to pick up more of that sap green.
Okay, so taking your filbert brush, a medium size. Okay, so taking my number 8 filbert brush, I'm going to grab that campground green onto it, and she's now bringing down some moss in some places. And so she does it sideways, which you can do, or you can do it straight on, which creates these cool little leaf-like effects. I don't know what size she's using. She said her medium size. So, and we can just bring these down anywhere. You can do it sideways, and then you can do it on its front side to make them a little bigger or a little bit different in texture. It's really up to you and where you want these to fall. She's got quite a few of them. But we don't want them all the same size and length. We really want them to be different. And then she brings them and drags them down a little bit too.
I'm taking a little bit of blue and pulling down another tree trunk right over there.
So I'm going to bring one down.
Continue to add more green wherever I want to have
Down here.
some vines hanging.
Oop, and we've zoomed out. Okay. And we're just going to add one over here.
Purple violet, a little bit of blue,
And some down here.
color over here.
This is just using the side of my brush.
Together.
And maybe one down here.
If you don't have light ultramarine blue, you can just use regular ultramarine blue and mix it with a bit of white.
Okay, so now she's using ultramarine blue. So I'm just cleaning out my brushes real quick. Oh, we added another tree trunk. Okay, so grab your phthalo blue with your filbert brush. We're just going to drag another tree trunk right in here.
Purple violet, a little bit of blue.
Coming down.
Start pulling in some color over here.
Okay, so some light blue violet. So take that cobalt hue and add some white to it. I can't really tell what she's doing. She's saying you can also use ultramarine blue and white. You can also use the cobalt hue and white. She's adding it to here. I'm going to rinse out my brush. She added some stuff over here, but I don't know what color she used. So I went in with that sap green, and we're just going to create some sort of brush right here. It just comes down. Yellow, white, and sap green with a fan brush. Oh, this is a sped up video. Okay, so, if you have a small fan brush, which I know I do somewhere. Oh, here it is. Oh, yay. Okay. I find that mini fan brushes are a lot easier. You can see this is a fan brush here versus a mini fan brush, and the diameter might be the same, but the bristles are shorter and they're easier to handle. So she's grabbing some, I think I need some more neon yellow. I'm just going to spritz my paints down again because are drying out. Apparently I'm in a very dry area. Okay, so back to her painting. Let's see. I'm going to grab some campground green with my fan brush. And I'm just going to go in, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. If I'm supposed to come down. Just create some foliage here. Okay, so sorry, this is a time lapse, I think. So I'm gonna grab some neon yellow, and now you can see the neon yellow on the brush, and then we're just gonna do some highlights on some of these things over here. Very simple highlights, nothing elaborate. Just tapping my fan brush. Because the light's coming from over here, so don't forget that. Okay, and then she's also highlighting the tops over here. So she's coming down this way, I believe. And then when it comes to like here, around the third step, so 1, 2, 3, she kind of brings it over. I'm not positive I'm doing this right, so I'm sorry guys if this is not right. And then she brings it over on her stairs too. Hopefully we'll end up with something beautiful.
Less and smaller as we get.
Okay, so I'm going to rinse off my brush real quick. Okay, so now grab some more neon yellow.
Where that archway is, all the plants.
Okay, no. I think she added more brush.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to grab into my campground green. I'm just going to add some brush. Goes over the stairs, over this way, and then over here. And then on the other side, I'm going to grab some more green. Kind of move that brush inward. A little bit on each stair. And then I wasn't able to do this before, I'd take my angular brush, I'm going to grab some white on there, and create this like mystical, oh I didn't go high enough up, okay, so it's going to look like these stairs are just going off into the distance over here. And so I'm going to take the same brush, rinse it off, grab some campground green, and just go right above the stair here with some blue, that phthalo blue. Okay, rinse that off. Something that's been bothering me is this guy right here, which I think it's too late to fix, but I can add a little bit more of that whiteness to here, and up here, through here. This is only because there was like this chunk of white. So I'm just fixing that up. This is something I probably should have done before I did this. Sorry guys. And I'm just going to fix my tree real quick with phthalo blue. I guess I could have just gone over them right. Okay, that makes me happier, even though it doesn't look perfect. It is. Okay, it's fine. So I'm going to take my fan brush again. Okay, so now I'm taking my fan brush. I'm going to grab some neon yellow. Oh, I need to add some campground green. So grab some campground green. I'm going to add some brush up over here. And grab some yellow. I'm just going to highlight up like that and over. I'm going to add some more campground green. Kind of bring that brush up over here. I realized I didn't have any over here. Then she put some green over these guys here. And then over here and here too. And then since my neon yellow is not very strong, I'm just going to add it again to the stairs.
So they're going to be more subdued. So don't, be careful not to over highlight everything.
Okay, so I'm putting my brush aside, still working with my...
Took a bit of white and yellow and pulled in some more rays. Be careful that the paint underneath is almost dry.
I'm going to grab some yellow with my angular brush.
Too much underneath.
Bring in some more yellow here.
Let's build up some more shadow.
And rinse that out. Grab some more campground green.
You can use any dark color on your palette. You can use a little bit of black too if you really want a bold contrast. So in this painting I really wanted my colors to stand out, so I added a little bit of black later on. Now with a clean mop brush, I'm going to take my neon purple violet, mix it with a little bit of phthalo blue.
Rinse out your brush.
Building up all the foliage.
Put that aside.
Beginning on the left side.
Okay, phthalo blue with a mop brush. So grab another mop brush. So mop brush. Reach into your phthalo blue.
Turquoise and blue showing underneath.
So now we're just going in over here.
Balance of light and dark.
I'm just gonna put some brush, I guess, up in here.
So let's add some over here. Sometimes I'm picking up more of that neon purple violet.
Ooh, how does she do that so easily?
Start picking up some of the neon pink.
Okay, so when you get overwhelmed, it's easier just to pause the video and then work on a certain area, and then we can switch over once we are done. So like I said, this is a time-lapse video, so it's a bit harder. So trying to break down what she does or where she puts things. So please bear with me while I try to interpret this for you guys. This is a beautiful painting and I hope it comes out great. Again, this is just the, oh my gosh, what color is this? This is, Phthalo Blue. Okay, so now she grabs this like purpley, and magenta color. I didn't see her do that, so hold on one second. So she grabs her blue.
For a nice balance of light and dark.
Gets that in there. Now she's going in with some purple and some pink. And she's coming in with a bush. Okay, we're gonna pause. Okay. Okay, so now it looks like toward the top of the stairs. So I grabbed some purple and pink on the top of my brush. And we're just gonna come out right here. And then I'm gonna try to pick up some pink. Make that come out over here, like that. Huh, okay. Hers is a bit more brighter pink than mine. Is that the neon pink? Alright, so I'm going to grab some neon pink. That was magenta, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm going to grab some more purple. go like this. Okay, and then grab some neon pink and come down this way. And then over here, looks like we're going to highlight this little guy right here. Grab some neon pink. Okay, so neon orange.
To get that nice shape back to your mop brush. They're very delicate.
I'm going to grab it on the other end of my mop brush. This will be tricky. So she's going in with the neon orange towards this way.
I like to sort of make a rainbow, so at the top of the staircase it's going to be a really, really light yellow, and it's going to go to a soft orange.
I think I need to clean out my mop brush. Got every color on there. Okay, so clean out your mop brush, squeeze it out and set it aside. So now I'm going to grab another mop brush, which I'm running short on mop brushes, so let's see what she does. She's grabbing the neon yellow.
Now I'm taking more neon yellow.
And I'm going to grab my little mini mop brush here. So it looks like this. I'm going to grab some neon yellow. I'm going to add some more neon yellow here. And then down here. Oh, we're adding white now. So white, neon yellow. And just
highlights down here, not too much.
I'm going to add some more white back here.
Down here, we just want to have a little separation so we can see a few little leaves on there, and I'm just using sap.
Okay, and then we're just I'm going to drag this. Oops, that's all white. Okay, so grab some green. And I'm not sure what she just did. Did she highlight over this guy over here, maybe? Okay, so I guess we can rinse out that brush.
Taking neon purple violet and light ultramarine blue, and I'm blending them across that bottom step.
Okay, and then I'm going to take my angular brush again. I think she added orange over there. We'll come back to that, that's okay. Her colors are so vibrant, and I'm quite jealous of the shades that she comes up with. It's almost like a corally bright orange. Oh, I missed that. Okay, so I'm going to grab my other mop brush. Hopefully you guys didn't wash that out yet. I've got another mop brush right here, and I'm actually going to grab the neon yellow and come in, and she did some highlights right over here. Just a couple of them down up in here, and then I'm going to grab my neon orange. I'm going to come up behind this guy over here, just add some in here, and then I'm going to try to fix this up over here, and then I want to try to, I don't know if this is going to work, grab that purple and try to make it more purpley, and grab that neon pink, try to make this more pink and orange. It really is a mixture of the colors. Okay. Rinse out that mop brush, set that aside. Jeepers, I've gone through like 6 mop brushes. Okay, you can never have enough of those. Those are fantastic. And there's just makeup brushes, honestly. So those work fantastic. Okay, so now grabbing some neon yellow, which I need more of. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my little 1/2-inch angular brush. Sap green neon yellow. What's the color showing it over there? Okay. See, my yellows don't really show up that much, so we'll have to go over that again. Okay, so it looks like she's grabbing her white. Just doing that line again. My white's drying out. Water bottle. The paints are drying so fast. Oh, I missed what she just said. Okay, I'm just trying to do this white real quick.
And we'll add a little bit of sap green up here. For a little bit more shadow and contrast.
Okay, rinse that out real quick. Okay, so now we're just going to grab that campground green we're just going to add a little bit up here, a little bit up here, carry that over just a little bit farther, and down here too. She really darkens these up. I'm not sure if this is where she grabs her black. Starts coming in with the black. I'm just adding my campground green over it to see if that will do. But if you want more contrast, I believe this is where she said you can add some black. So I'm going to grab some black and go along the bottom. And up on this stair a little bit more campground green on that stair. Okay. And if you grab some color like I did, let's see, they just wipe it away. Okay.
So our value in the distance is always going to be much, much softer than it is in the foreground. Taking more of that.
Oh, another mop brush. Okay, so I've got this mop brush now, and she's grabbing some pink, some neon pink, some more neon pink, and she's adding them over here now, coming down.
So I'm just adding a little bit of white where I want to have a very soft pastel bubblegum pinky color.
And over here.
And then more neon purple violet.
Some up here.
This is one of those paintings that you can really, really have fun expressing
Okay,
yourself.
that violet, that purple violet. Below that.
Crazy. As long as you keep it darker on the outside.
Oh, and then she went in with the blue. Okay. So grab some phthalo blue.
Really, really pretty.
I'm just going to come down. Some phthalo. Background over here. And up in here.
Phthalo blue that I tapped in a few highlights there with. Switching over to mini fan brush. Light purple violet. Light ultramarine blue. Bit of white.
Oh, and she took that pink all the way over. Okay. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so we need to do, I'm going to bring this blue over. I don't know if this is right or wrong. But I just know that it needs to be darker. Rinse that out because we can't use that one anymore. Dry that off. And this is me just following her tutorial that she has online. This is the time-lapse version, I believe, so it's normally not this stop and go. I don't know if I have another mop brush that I can use. I have a stippling brush that I can use. I have a few smaller mop brushes I can use. So if you don't have mop brushes, you can use a filbert brush. So like a large filbert brush will be fine to use. Like this guy here. We're going to use this one here. I need to bring out the orange over here, so I'm going to grab some of my orange. Really kind of make this like a flower type thing with some pink in there. And then with a little yellow, neon yellow over here. Some more neon yellow here and here. And this neon over here. And then luckily with this filbert brush you can clean it off and use it again. So that's the best part about these brushes, filbert brushes, that you don't need to buy like 50 of them. Okay, I'm going to tap into my magenta color I grabbed, and I'm going to bring that over this way. It seems like she's coming down the stairs. I just don't know how she does it. And she's getting this lighter pink too, so I'm going to rinse that out. And go in with my neon pink. And now I'm just going freehand because I'm sort of lost in her painting. So this is my interpretation. rinse that out.
A little bit more shadow right here in contrast.
Okay, so now she's grabbing some more sap green, but not with the filbert brush. So
This makes everything
I'm going to put that brush aside, grab my 1/2 inch, and grab my campground green, which I need more of. She's adding more foliage, so I'm going to use this 1/2 inch angular brush. I'm just going to dab it down over here, and then some down over here. Bring some more down over here. Just bulking up this area over here.
Just scooping out the yellow, that neon yellow and white, and then pulling in for some more of those soft sun rays.
Okay. Wash that off, grab some white.
So soft back there.
And I'm going to mix that in with a little water. So take some white and mix that in with some water to kind of water it down a little bit to make it soft. And I'm just going to pull down this way and up.
So you need to have that soft tonal value of pastels.
And it looks like she even did like some, grab some white, like some dabs over here.
Big. And it's really handy for the
And then it looks like it goes like all the way across.
So I'm using light purple violet and phthalo blue.
And then kind of mixing this guy, these together, carrying that across. I'm going to grab that yellow with some water in it. I'm going to drag it from over here, pull it down. Even though I want that white line to kind of go across over this way. Grab some more aqua blue. We just cover this guy up over here and redo this area. That's just that aqua green, I'm sorry, aqua green color. We'll fix that, that's no problem. Oh, and now we're taking a filbert brush. So grab your filbert brush, we're going to grab that campground green. We're just going to come in down this way.
Now I did this painting a little while back.
This just creates some different sort of
And you guys really liked it, and you asked me if I would consider doing
leaf like formations here.
step-by-step version, so that's why
And then I'm going to take that filbert brush and go across the top too. Really want this to be dark over here. And maybe coming down over here too. You can do that with a filbert brush. So a large filbert brush, take the side of it and just come down. Really just want that to be dark and mysterious. Okay, so now I'm going to grab that campground green again and kind of fill in this area over here. Okay, now I'm going to take that same, she's just going all over the painting and this beautiful painting that she has. So I'm going to take some more of my orange, come up higher over here. I really want this bush to be higher because it's in the foreground, right? You think? Okay, so then I'm going to take some pink, magenta pink, and come up here, build this up into here. We'll go over that with bright pink in a second. I'm going to rinse that out. Put that aside. That big brush is fantastic. If you don't have a large filler brush, I highly recommend you get one. So now I'm going to take, let's see, this brush here, which is like a large round brush almost, I think. I think that's what it might be called. So now she went in and she added some areas. So I need some more neon pink here. Let's see, where's my neon pink? This neon pink is kind of transparent and it's not supposed to be, which is kind of frustrating. But that's okay. We'll just add layers. Layers and layers. And so grab your brush, dip into that neon pink, and then let's kind of bring that up over here. And then up over here too. Down this way and into this orange color too. Even over here. And then over here, on top of this purple guy, we want some pinks. And then on this side, we're going to have this neon pink color, which doesn't appear to be very neon pink. Just on this side where the light's shining through. And I'm going to make some light neon pink, so I'm going to add some white to some pink to make up like a pastel-y pink. And put that over here. And even down over here. Looks like she has some neat pastel-y pinks in here. And then even on top here. Okay. Then I'm going to take some more neon orange because mine is transparent. I'm going to blob some blobs on here to make it really stand out. And then I think we're going to take some, I'm not really sure, let's see.
On the highlights on the staircase.
So on the staircase,
you can use white and neon orange.
Okay, white and neon orange.
Yellow, pink.
Okay, so it looks like she's taking neon yellow right now, right down here.
Colors, even light purple.
I haven't seen her add the orange yet, so I'm just going in with the yellow. Just trying to soften them up a little bit.
More of that neon purple violet.
Okay, rinse out your brush.
Take a big scoop of it and start tapping in.
Neon purple violet. So I'm going to take some magenta and tap it in over here. And then bring in that purple color, I guess, over this way. Up. I need some more neon yellow.
And this color here is light ultramarine blue mixed
Some
with
neon
that
yellow
neon
up
purple violet.
these bushes over here.
Now some more neon pink.
And I'm going to fix up my other neon yellows over here to make them stand out a little bit more. And even take down this neon yellow over here.
So this video
And over
and
here.
my last couple videos were actually requests by some of
I'm going to take a little bit of white.
If you're watching
Make
this
the stairwell kind of go this way. Some picking up paint.
Leave a comment below and let me know what that is, and I'll do my best to make a video out of it for you guys.
So it looks like the pathway is going off to the side, but I need to take that campground green
And tap very carefully
all the way over.
just a tiny bit underneath these bushes.
I had to thin that out a little bit.
The stairs.
So I'm going to grab a little bit of white.
And shadow.
Just go under
This
it.
will make those
Oh, okay, so now I'm going to take some magenta.
and neon yellow leaves.
Put some
stand
magenta
out a
down
little bit
here.
more.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Since that sap green is so dark, we need something even darker than that in order
And then I'm going to take that neon yellow
green
and point that
tones
across.
to show up. I don't often use black in a painting.
And it looks like she has some aqua green too, like over here.
One of those times where I had to use it.
And even up on another stair.
And with a mini fan brush, I'm going to tap
There.
in a few little branches over here.
A little bit over here, a little bit over here.
And add a little bit of neon yellow and white.
Oh, and then we're going to grab some purple, violet purples, and come in over here. More violet, or purple violet.
Well, this bottom right corner is just calling
And then this one over here too, I don't know.
There, that is. Okay, now with a clean brush, I'm going to use turquoise and phthalo blue. And I want to add a little bit more color behind.
I'm going to grab a little bit of that cobalt hue and add that right in here.
In the background, in order for those sun rays to show up a little bit more, I need it just a little bit darker. So very carefully, I'm going to add a little bit more of that blue.
Okay, luckily
So again,
we
it's
actually did
phthalo
this, so we're
blue,
okay
turquoise.
with what this step is.
Between some of those rays,
Need to add some neon yellow here on top of some of these
behind those vines.
guys over here. Then we're going to go back in with the neon yellow because mine's so
Maybe there's just a little blue
transparent.
that lives right over here. A little bit more of that phthalo blue, turquoise up here.
Okay, so I'm going to grab my cobalt hue.
Says the paint
Just add
dries,
some in
it's getting
here.
darker, so I need to go back and add
I'm just seeing the cobalt hue by itself at this point. I'm going to come in over here.
and there.
I don't know exactly what I'm highlighting,
Adding some more sap green.
but it looks really pretty. Let's just add some of this in here. And I guess we'd have to do it over here too. Okay, and then add more green.
Just going to pull these down a little bit lower. Maybe sneak in another little tree trunk right here.
Another little guy down here. You can make vines with this brush too. This brush is fantastic for that. And then we're going to add a little lime green, or neon green, or yellow, sorry, up into here. Because these guys are highlighted. So you can add highlights there. So transparent. My neon green is really annoying sometimes. Sorry, guys. And then I'm actually going to add some cobalt hue back here.
Okay, just about done this foliage.
Because it wasn't supposed to be so bright over there. I'm going to add some more campground green back here.
I want that turquoise in the background to show up a bit more, so I'm going to step real carefully.
Okay, some more campground green just to make this a little darker.
Okay, we're almost finished with painting.
And then a little more campground green over here too under these guys.
Light ultramarine blue and white on our brush, and very softly try to make sure that paint is dry underneath before you apply these rays.
Okay, so I'm not going to apply these rays, but if you'd like to apply the rays, you're simply going to pull down some white and water through here. I can't because my paint's not dry and I don't have a hairdryer or a heat gun that will allow me to. So at this point, I'm pretty much done with my painting. I can't add any more because if I add any more light, I'm going to touch into my wet painting. So at this point, I am going to call this painting complete. I hope you enjoyed my YouTube tutorial, and I hope that it was easy enough to follow. I know it's not exactly like Joni Young's. I mean, she's just fantastic, so nothing really compares to her paintings. But I hope you had some sort of enjoyment by watching this. Please remember to like my video and to subscribe to my channel if you followed along or enjoyed this painting. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye!